Hi, this is the fourth scenario in Module 8, merging data from multiple sources and loading into the database table. So multiple sources may be different tables in a database or the tables from multiple databases, or one source is database, another is file, maybe flat file, CSV, TSV, Excel, or some another relational database or any other source. So we have to read the data from different sources and merge the data and then load into the destination table. So let's jump into the demonstration. I have already created this package, and in this package what we will do is we will read data from a database, and another source will be a flat file. So we will read the data from both and merge the data, some columns from a first source and some columns from another source, and then final data will be loaded into the destination. So we have the execute SQL task to truncate the destination table. We have configured this using the OLEDB connection, and this is the table that is used to load the data, merged data. And this is data flow task. Inside data flow task, we are reading the data, read salesperson from a source database, and this is the query that we have used, and this is it gives us couple of rows with four columns, and you can see these are the columns there. And another one is flat file source. So for flat file source, it is giving us these three columns: salesperson ID, year, and amount. So this is the flat file connection manager I have used to read the CSV file, and it has these three columns. You can see I have casted it properly as per data requirement. So we are using this into this table. And then for we have used this merge join transformation, and merge join transformation requires the data to be sorted. Okay, it requires the data to be sorted. So while I am reading the data from database, I have used this order by person ID. So this data is already sorted, and we are reading the data from the files. So we could not sort the data using this source editor. We have to use this sort transformation explicitly, and in this transformation I have used the salesperson ID as ascending source type, and order is 1. So this is how we can tell this data whether it is sorted or not. In advanced editor of this source edu.net source, we have to go to input and output properties and choose the output edu.net source output, and there is a property is sorted. I am telling that it is sorted, so have assigned the true value. And in the column, which column it is sorted, so it is sorted on salesperson ID. We have to tell using the sort key position. I have used this one, that this is the column that is sorted and its order was 1, and this is sorted, so it will see that the data is coming from sort transformation. So in merge join transformation, we have both the inputs and we have used the join type left outer join. Inner, left and full outer joins are available, and you saw that there are inner, left and outer. There is no right join or right outer join. So to implement the right outer join, what we have to do? We have to swap these inputs. So this read consolidated sales flat file source will come at left, and this read salesperson from database, it should be on right side. Then we will use the left outer join, and it will simulate or implement the right outer join. But we have used the left outer join because our data flow is correct as we want, or we can swap the inputs here, right? And we have used the salesperson id for joining column condition join key. You can see it is checked, and we are reading all the columns from first source and the last two columns from second source, year and amount. So in input you can see that there are read salesperson and sort. So input columns are corresponding from these inputs, and these are the outputs. If we want, we can alias the output columns by changing their name, but we are fine. And after that I have used the derived column transformation. For what? If for some salesperson id it doesn't have any sales in the second source consolidated sales, but still we want that salesperson id because we had used the left outer join. So for that, data will be null for year and amount, but we want to replace the year, the null value in the year column with -1, and same for amount. If it is null, then replace it with -1. So in expression inside this derived column transformation, we have small expression replace null column name comma by value. So for year -1, replace null year comma -1. Same for amount. So this is how we are performing the transformation again. And then we are loading this data using the OLEDB destination. We have provided the connection manager name and selected the table or view, the table name. And we have mapped the data accordingly. So this is how we can map the data and how we can read the data from different sources and merge the data and perform the some transformation if required, and then load the data. So let's execute this package. Yes, you can see that it is reading the data from database and also from flat file. It is sorting, it is merging the data, and it is uh, driving the column and loading into the destination. So let's look into this